Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Kenroy here. Now today I'm giving you a quick update of our chayote plant, also known as a chocho. It's a vegetable which I'm really familiar with from growing up in Jamaica many years ago, and I've always been curious on whether or not we'll be able to grow this here in the UK. Now the climate is probably not the best to grow such a plant. However, I figured I would give it a go, and boy, what can I say, this guy is doing really well. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. We really appreciate all your support, and we'll continue to upload videos on our plants and our gardening projects throughout the growing season in particular. So if this is something that's interesting to you, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button like we've mentioned. So I planted this about a month ago in this location, which is sort of at the back end of our garden, and it gets a lot of sun in the morning till early afternoon before the sun sort of dips behind these trees, and for the rest of the day it's sort of shaded. However, I'm really pleased with how it's doing. There isn't a lot of space in the garden, as most of it's taken up by a raised bed, greenhouse, trampoline, slides for the kids, and so space is a premium at the moment because I've planted so many things in the garden, and I've decided to sort of stuck it in with these sweet corn, which is doing pretty well also. I'm really happy with how these are looking. And we had some beetroot at the bottom, which I was hoping would actually be ready for harvesting before these sweet corn got too big, but yeah, that's for another story. So we got some beetroot at the base. Some of them are looking okay, while others let's say not so good. But nonetheless, today I'm just focusing on this chocho plant, and I'm just really impressed with how well it's doing. It's got a couple of different not even branches, these are more like tendrils, which are sort of spiraling off of the main mother stem, which is planted just below here in some nice rich soil, with some horse manure compost for good measure. And I haven't even had the time to give it some trellis for it to climb on this fence. Now this is exactly what I was hoping for, that it would climb on this fence, but it's doing it of its own accord. As you can see here, it's got these little tentacles which curl up, and they literally latch on to anything. I mean, they've literally wound themselves behind this fence panel, and it's just doing its own thing. I've had to remove this one because it was going over into the sweet corn and wrapping itself around them. But what I actually want to happen is for it to also go up this fence, and I'm hoping the idea is that it will trail all along this fence, and where possible we could have some fruit at the end of the season. But again, I've never grown this before, so I don't know, I'm 50-50 hoping that something will come of it. But I don't know if the season will be long enough, but it's looking really healthy at the moment, which is a good sign. So let's just hope and see. I don't know how long it takes before it actually blossoms and bear fruit, but it's a worthy experiment if you ask me. Now, I originally got this from my grandma, who's living in London. She had this growing in her kitchen, and I thought, I probably could have the space for this. Well, that's what I told myself anyway. And so here I am, a few months later, with our plant. It's around almost 2 meters in length at its longest point, so it's looking pretty good. I don't know if anyone watching this has ever grown a chocho plant before, but if you have, please put some information in the comments down below. Was it successful? Were you able to get some good harvest from it? Or was the season not long enough here in the UK? We live in the West Midlands, so it's not in the south. I'm not sure how that will factor in, but regardless, we're giving it a go, and hopefully it will be a success. So that's it from me today, guys. I just want to quickly give you an update on our chocho plant. I can see where the birds have been roosting in this tree above, and yeah, they've been making a mess of the place as always. But thankfully they haven't been messing around with the plants, which is a good thing. But yeah, just wanted to let you know that our chocho plant is still alive and kicking, and Fingers crossed we'll have a harvest from it this year, which would be amazing. Anyway, gonna leave this one here for now, guys. I've got tons of things to try and get done. It's around 8 o'clock here in the evening, so it's still pretty bright. The sun is peeking his head out as it's about to set. But yeah, the weather hasn't been particularly hot this past week. It's kind of been quite cool, so here's hoping for an even better week to come. I'm going to try and do my best to do some more videos this week, some more filming, and get those edited and uploaded. But for now, this is Kenroy saying, I'll see you when you see me, guys. Take care. Happy gardening.